So I gotta clean this. I was just gonna take it and get it sprayed off at the I was gonna take it to the car wash when they get bad. I get messed up. I take them to the car wash. But this one ain't too bad. I thought it was a lot worse. I've had it for a long time. But I'm going to use 409. And I'm going to cake it in 409. It ain't too bad. And the people who are buying it, had a guy hit me up today, say, hey, I need a refrigerator. So I gave him a picture of this one on the outside. He said, I'll take it. Now, that particular guy buys fridges from me all the time. And if I left it like this and took off $50, he'll take it. But I have a reputation to uphold. So I'm very careful about slacking. You know what I mean? Because your customer is going to remember the last thing that, you sold them. They're going to be like, that guy sold me a dirty fridge. And I'm telling you, these guys will take it. They'll be like, hey, I'll take it. They're Latino. But they are always coming back to me. And I like it. So I'm not taking no chances. I like their business. And there's a couple of Latino guys that come to me. All men. They're all men, and they show up three or four of them at a time to move a fridge. They don't play no games. They don't play no games, and I don't play no games with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to beat them. I don't sell them anything that's broken, not unless I tell them it's broken. But I don't sell them anything broken, and that's why they keep coming back here. Because they know they're going to get a good deal, and none of the refrigerators are going to be broken down. Now, if I can't get this out of here with a few swipes, then I will head down to the car wash and just,
spend $10 on it. But most likely this will come right off of here. Come right on out. But yeah, so gotta treat your customers right and they'll keep coming back. And these guys are a prime example of that. And I mean, they keep coming back. What do we got here? So there must have been a cat or something. They must have had a cat or a dog. See, this kind of stuff, sometimes it's a little stubborn. So you gotta put this on there and let it sit real good. Another thing is being at a storage unit, people drive by and see what you do. Sometimes they'll stop and, you know, you might get some business out of it. So I'm gonna kick that in there real quick. I'm a little upset that I don't have a thing for this. But I'm gonna sweep that out too, clean that up, wipe this down real good. Let these soak up a little bit here. And see if I can get them to, see if I can get this dirt off of here. But then I'm gonna turn it on and see how fast it's gonna get cold. Because sometimes you might be dealing with a fridge that is a slow cooker. And I like to tell my customers, hey, give this one 48 hours. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll call you like an hour or two into it. Hey, it's not getting cold. And you're like, just give it some time. A lot of times when people don't understand refrigerators, they don't want to hear that. They think they got ripped off, especially if they done spun $200-300. And they're like, I want my money back. And you're like, listen. So you got to tell them what the manufacturer says. Manufacturer says give refrigerator 48 hours before you complain. So, hey, what up? Who's that? What's going on? Yeah. Give a fridge 48 hours. That's what the manufacturer says. But me, I know after about 2 hours whether that refrigerator is going to be, you know, half decent. And right in 5 minutes, I can tell you if that refrigerator, I like how fast it's going to cool. I can tell by the blower. So, see how that's caked on there? That's going to take a little while to get off of there. But that's okay because it's not rust. That's the worst thing if you had rust. This fridge has been sitting, but it's not rusty, so I really like that. So I can clean this up good. It's just going, you know, it'll take a minute. You're going to have to let the 409 do its thing. Sit on it. 409 is great because it doesn't do any damage to your refrigerators. You know what I'm saying? It's an all-purpose cleaner. And the reason why they call this 409 is because it took them 409 times to get the ingredients right. That's why it's called 409. But it's a great all-purpose cleaner. If you want to, you can grab yourself some bleach. I also have some Lysol. I have a can of spraying Lysol here somewhere. So I Lysol them down. I got some Raid. I spray them down. So if there's any type of bugs, gnats, spiders, roaches, any of that, I get at them real quick. You know what I'm saying? All the time I've been doing this, I've seen one roach. One. And I went ballistic trying to kill it. And that was like 2 weeks ago. And I've been doing this for years. I've seen one damn roach. Piss me off. That a roach will kill some business real quick. You get a roach at somebody's house and it comes crawling out. They don't want to do business with you. Why? Because roaches are hard to kill and they'll infest the hell out of your house. That's not what you want, especially if you're not vigilant. You know what I'm saying? I'm very vigilant when it comes to roaches. Gnats, gnats, they kill themselves off. Gnats die within, they have a time that they die, and they die quickly. The thing about gnats is they lay so many eggs at once because their life cycle is so short. It's like you almost got to be an entomologist anymore when it comes to dealing with these bugs. You don't know what an entomologist is. It's somebody who studies bugs. You don't usually have a spider issue either. I don't usually get too many spiders, but I have seen a refrigerator that was at a barn. The guy who sold it to me, he knew it had a bunch of spiders in it because it had a barn, and this barn had a bunch of spiders. He's like, "You afraid of spiders, man?" I'm like, "I'm aware. What kind of spiders you have? You live in the country. I don't know if these are brown recluses, which are not poisonous, but they have a hell of a sting. Also, they can, you can get a 3-inch spider running around in your house, and it's not going to be good to see. Not to mention, if you get a wolf spider, that thing is walking around with a bunch of babies on its back. So you might not want that party either. You know what I mean? And they hurt. They bite the hell out of you in the middle of the night. But they also eat all the bugs that are a nuisance to you. So there's a thin line between love and hate for spiders, because they will hunt down all of your roaches. But when they start breeding, you're going to have some serious problems. So take that for what it is, And roaches can't get away from them. They also don't really have a defense for spiders. So spider is a good pet if you can keep its seed from, you know what I'm saying? You can keep them from not spreading too fast in your house, because they'll take it over. Yeah. Now, another thing. Let's say that this refrigerator didn't work, right? Let's say that they got this refrigerator, doesn't work. I get it. I fool with it. I find out it's got a serious problem, right? Something that I can't fix. You know what I'm saying? This is why I work on fridges all the time, because if somebody say, "Hey, this doesn't work," then I can sell them that one right there. That's a single door bottom freezer. I give it to them for the same price as they brought this one back. I spent a lot of money fixing that one, but I gained a lot of knowledge. So I'm just trying to make my money back on that one. But let's just say that, hey, this doesn't work. Gave it 2 days, boom. What I do is over there. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happened. And I do my little test on it. First thing I do is test the temperature. I have a temperature gun, snap it a few times, boom. I test the temperature, I see where it's at. So let's just see the temperature is at, sitting at, in the freezer, the temperature is sitting at 45 degrees. Over here, sitting at somewhere around 50, 55. So my concentration will be here. First thing I'm going to want to do is listen for the fans. So you're going to have a fan that's sitting in there that's going to push out cool air, and you got a fan in the back. Condenser fan, the one in the back is evaporator fan. And once I start listening to see if the fan comes on, most of the time, when you guys have refrigerators that go out on you, if it's not cooling, it's just the fan. Some people will throw away a $3,000-$4,000 refrigerator because of the fan. Then somebody like me will will look on Facebook and see that you're selling it for $50. I'll come snatch it up, resell it for $500. Fan will cost me at the most $79, at the least $45. I'll buy a refurbished fan or just a used fan. Boom. Sell it $500. Boom. $450 profit. So I like to tell even my customers how to fix their refrigerator. Why? Because I'm not a money grubber. I like to make money, but I love having good customers. The customer will come back to you if you save the customer money. I am huge on saving the customer money. So let's just say that I can't fix it. You know how much one of these crispers go for? I just sold one of these. Guess how much I sold it for? I sold it on eBay. And I sold it to somebody in Honolulu. How much you think that went for? Just this right here. Take a good guess. It's just the crisper. And it's the most popular crisper because it's the refrigerator side bottom crisper. Why is it the most popular? Because people are always and they crack and break. I sold that crisper for $87. Plus they had to pay the shipping. The shipping was like $58. They paid for the whole thing, boom, bam, beans and ham. So some of you may have some refrigerators, or some of you guys might have some time on your hands. Hey, if you find a refrigerator for $50 and it's not working, you don't have to be a tech to make money off of it. You can just start selling the parts. I mean, you sell these fans, you take these fans off, all they are is 2 screws, and you unhook the wiring harness. Boom, take it right out, it's over. Put that fan on eBay, $70. Somebody's gonna buy it. Why? Because fans go out all the time. All the time. And 10 minutes, you got it out of there. Now this one may take a little bit more, but look, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Pull that out of there. Look, here's a fan right here. That's a light. Here's a fan sitting back here. Boom, pull that right out of there. So so air blows from the cool side to, from the cold side of the freezer into here. And how does it do it? It blows through here, it comes through there, boom, and there is a shutter right here, comes through this. This is an electronic device. So if your freezer's cold and your fridge is not cold, this is your problem. About $70. This is your problem. Here's the thing though. You have to take this off in order to get this off. So you got to watch that. Also, your motherboard sits here. So if you take this off and you test it and it works, you might have a motherboard problem. So you're going to have to get the numbers to it and fix it. Now, these also are programmed. They're 1, 2, 3, and you can make the refrigerator do stuff like the fans turn off and on, and you can make it cool faster. You can turn off the compressor. There's all kind of stuff you can do. But I'm just telling you common problems with your refrigerator and how to fix them, because it saves you guys money. You don't have to call me. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to call me, because now you have to pay me $100 to come over there and tell you something you could have done for yourself. Don't call me. But if you don't have the time, but you have the money, call me. Hell, you can call me and I don't have to show up at your house. I can analyze your refrigerator just by what you tell me. I can tell you the most common problems. And then you pay me $40, $50 just for the knowledge. Hell, I'll even walk it through with you. I'll tell you exactly what to do. You pay me, $50 for the hour. Boom. You go get the part, or you order it off of eBay. Once you order that part, you call me back or you hit me on Facebook or whatever. I go ahead and get you together. Boom, you just saved yourself, what, $600? That's just for somebody to come and look at it. Pay me my $50 cash app. Done and done. What's going to happen is you're going to be so elated that I saved you so much money, you're going to tell somebody else about me. That's what's going to happen. And when you tell somebody else, that's how I'm going to make money. And I'll just sit at home and make money off of you guys and your broken appliances. I've done it already. Just telling people just simple stuff. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And that's what they do, and boom, it's fixed. But a tech is not going to do that. An appliance tech is not going to do that. Why? Because he or she, they're going to make that $100 visit money, $125. Some is even worse than that. They're going to charge you $600, and guess what? You still might have a problem. I was talking to this one lady on TikTok. She said she was on live. She's like, oh, you fix refrigerators, huh? And I was like, yeah. She said this refrigerator right here is not cooling. And we had 3 guys come out here. I was like, it's your electricity. Now, she hasn't hit me back, but I bet 10-1 that it's her electricity. 10-1. You have 3 techs come out there and look at it. 10-1, lady. You have an electric problem. You have an electric problem. I've even had people that ask me and say, hey, I'll pay you if you come out and clean my refrigerator. I did it. I made a couple dollars. Would I do it again? Yeah. All right, so it's meticulous, but it's good stuff. You know how much these cost? About $60. These right here. Just the plastic, not the glass. About $60. It's expensive. This whole thing is expensive. These right here, I sold one of these for $50. Just this. And look how many is on here. 3. That's just this. Why? Because people crack them all the time. Even when they have really nice refrigerators. Why? Because you got kids or you got people who are not being careful. I've cracked a few of them. And when you do, you're like, damn. Because it's the first thing you see when you open the door. You're like, oh, that's unsightly. So if you have the money, you're like, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. I don't like the way it looks. You go look on eBay, and then bam. So let's just say that, yeah. So your fridge is not cooling on both sides. First thing I'm going to do is check the fan that's behind there. I can do that by programming this to turn all the fans on. And once you do that and the fan doesn't come on, you already know it's the fan. There are other ways of checking it besides breaking this whole thing down. But if you don't know how to program it, you're going to have to get in there and get to that fan. Then you're going to have to use an ohm meter and ohm out the fan. See if the fan is getting enough electricity in ohms. And if it isn't, you're going to rejoice because, heck, you know, boom, you can pop another fan in there. Well, let's just say the fan does work, but it's not coming on. Now you got a problem. Now you got a big problem. Because it could be the wiring harness. So now you have to test the wiring harness that it feeds into. It could be your, well, if it's not the wiring harness, it's not the, you know what it is? This guy's sitting up under here, your motherboard, and you have to take all this out to get to it. Screw here, 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 drops right down. That's what you gotta do. You gotta change that motherboard out. Probably cost you about You can get one of those for 80 bucks maybe. Change that motherboard out, pop it in, that fan will come right on. But you got to do the diagnosis. So if you got to call me, I'm going to spend 2 hours. It's going to cost you 150 bucks. That's just to try to figure out what the hell's going on. That's not including your parts or installation. Now, if you called Sears, it'll cost you about $350. Because we got to figure it out. We don't know what's going on. So sometimes the tech will come out with his own meter and he'll head right for the motherboard, which is also a great way to save time. Head for the motherboard. See what the motherboard tells you. That motherboard will tell you a lot. Stick a couple needles in a couple slots and that motherboard will start singing. That motherboard will tell you exactly what the problem is, but you know what the motherboard doesn't tell you? Why. It'll tell you what, but it won't tell you why. And that's a problem. A lot of you people don't test your electricity. Why? Who runs around testing their electricity? Who does that? Nobody. You know, your electricity is good until it's not. You don't even know your electricity is bad. But you see this right now? You know what it's doing? It's raining. You know what comes with the rain? Thunder. Yeah? You know what comes with thunder? People's lights go out. Because mine just did at my house. Because it's raining for the last 2-3 days. So now so when it thunders, I already know somebody's going to call me looking for a refrigerator. I already know it. And I'm going to tell you what happens. That thunder cracks. It sends a jolt through the electric system. It comes through your house. You do not have a surge protector. It runs right up into the back of this refrigerator, runs right to the power supply. Boom. And once a bunch of energy hits that power supply, there's a heater back here. A heating element is what they call it. You can almost see it. You know, wire right there. That's what defrost or a defroster. Well, that heating element will pop or that fan will go out or the motherboard. I've had, you know, all three of them go out. The motherboard, the heating element, the fan, and the damn thermostat. That's what happened to that one right there. Thunderstorm came through. This family was like, we don't know what happened. It just stopped working. And I explained to them what happened. When I took it home, all four of those parts I had to replace all of them. So I'm telling you guys, if you don't have a surge protector in your house connected to your refrigerator, costs you 30 bucks at Walmart. This is what's going to happen to you. Now, it's been thunderstorming for 2 days. I get a call today. Somebody says, I need a refrigerator. It's like clockwork. It is clockwork. Soon as a thunderstorm comes through, somebody's looking for a refrigerator. It is clockwork, people. I'm telling you. You want to make some money on the side? Keep refrigerators around. I'm telling you. You want to make an extra $400 or $500 a month? This is how to do it. And you can buy ones that work. They sell ones that work for a few $100s. Not even a few $100, 50, 60 bucks. People just want to get rid of it because they're moving. Their mom is moving in with them. She no longer needs a fridge. They're selling everything in her house. The neighbor left. Something. This still needs rinsed out. This still needs a good rinsing. I don't like it. Something. Refrigerators are always on sale. Always. You want to make some money? Buy a used refrigerator. Make sure it's working. Or buy a broken one and figure out how to fix it. Figure it out. Figured out how to fix it. Go to the University of YouTube. University of YouTube. Figured it out. This storage unit cost me $180 a month for this storage unit, 10 by 20. One refrigerator sold covers the price of this. Just one. I sell at least three a month. I don't have to pay them much mind. They sell because it's like clockwork. Somebody is gonna need a refrigerator. Why? Because a thunderstorm came through. Hey, Anthony, do you got a refrigerator? Yeah, I got one. I got two. They pull up here with a truck, or I can deliver. Or they, the guy I sold a refrigerator to a couple days ago, pulled up in a like a little RAV4 or something. He wanted me to deliver, but he didn't want to pay me, so I told him no. So I took the handles off and stuffed the refrigerator in the back of his RAV4, tied it down, and boom, he took off. No, you're going to pay me to deliver. Pay me. People don't want to pay you. They want you to pick up a 200 to 320 pound refrigerator and deliver it and don't want to pay you. I'm like, no, you're going to pay me. You want me to deliver it by myself? I'm almost 60 years old. Pay me. Yeah, pay me. You want to pay the old man? Huh? Pay the old man. So yeah. So another common problem besides a heating element going out, and besides this going out. So if it's cold over here and not here, you got to replace this. And it's an electronic in here. So it's hooked up to here. So it's not just sitting there. Another thing is your motherboard. And then of course your compressor. Now I'll tell you something else that's common that goes out and you guys are none the wiser. It's called a compressor switch. That compressor switch is a mother's guns. But $45, you got a new compressor switch. 45 bucks, new compressor switch. Here's the thing about a compressor switch. It's one of the only elements in the refrigerator that tells you it's not working. How do we know this? Because when your refrigerator comes on, you hear it. Makes a click sound. Then you'll hear it again. And your refrigerator lights will be on, your power will be on, but your motor ain't running. You're like, what's going on? And if you're quiet enough, you'll hear it again. It'll go. So what's happening is the compressor switch that's attached to the compressor in the back is clicking and it's trying to turn on. But it no longer turns on. Now you got a refrigerator full of food. And all of a sudden, it's warm in here and warm in here. You're just like, is it the fans? Is it the... No, if you're listening, if you just stand still and listen to the back of it, you'll hear it go click, click. That's a $40, $45 part, $70 if you get it brand new. Compressor switch. Your compressor switch went out. Why? Because it rained. It rained. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, your compressor switch went out because it rained. This right here. There was a thunderstorm. That thunderstorm came through, blew out your compressor switch. And now your fridge is getting warm and all your food is about to spoil just because it rained. That's it. That's it and that's all. It rained. What happened? It rained. You want to blame it on the kids or something? Nope, it rained. Blame it on the rain. That's what happened. It rained. And you don't have a it rained. You don't have a surge protector. So that power ran right up into your compressor switch, fried it. Bam! That's the good thing, because like I said, a compressor switch will tell you it's wrong. So you go and buy a new compressor switch because you're listening to it trying to kick on and it won't. You're like, oh, I'm going to get me another one. That's what you do. You don't call me. Not unless you want to know, is it the compressor switch? Then I'll tell you. You pay me, you buy me lunch, I'll tell you. What happened is, hey, Tone, something's wrong with my refrigerator. Really? What's it doing? It's not cooling. Okay. Open the door. Tell me, is there frost in your freezer? You open the door, you go, yeah, there's frost all in here. And it's getting warm. It's your heater. It's your heating element. Hey, Tone. Same scenario. It's not getting warm. Listen to the back of it. Tell me, do you hear it clicking? Yeah, I hear it. It's your compressor switch trying to come on. It failed. Go get a new compressor switch. Boom, boom. Hey, Tone. All the lights went out. I don't have no power, no nothing. I have no idea what happened. No compressor, no nothing. It's a wiring harness that goes to the compressor. Cost about $35. Most likely you'll throw the whole fridge away. And that wiring harness might just be disconnected. I had a guy do that. Threw the whole thing away. Kind of found out the cord just came out on the inside. I took it home, plugged it in, resold it for $150. Simple things will save you guys some money. So I just want to save you guys some money. That's really it. And you guys are as smart as I am. You just are into other things. So, you know, but everybody has a refrigerator at home. Everybody's got appliances. Everybody can get on YouTube. And you guys can hit me up on YouTube. You can hit me on, hey, Tone. And we can start a conversation. And if you need me to spend a lot of time with you, and like I said, you buy me lunch, I'll do it. I'll do it. I don't care. I'm not a hater. I do not care. I'll spend time with you. Get me some lunch? Absolutely. Hamburger and fries? Can I get that? Little hamburger action. Get a brother some lunch. I'll tell you what's going on. I'll tell you as much as I can without needing a meter. Now, sometimes I might need a electronic device to tell me what's going on with your fridge. Then I would have to be there, or I'll tell you, hey, go and get this. Now, I had a customer bought a fridge from me, right? That's kicked on there. Had a customer buy a fridge from me. 2 weeks later, the fridge started failing. Hits me up, hey, man, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, let me help you. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt bad, but he was past his warranty. You know, he had a nice little family, him and his wife. So I was like, damn, let me help you. So I told him what to do. Now, eventually, what had happened was that refrigerator, I think it had a leak, something like that. So it was only a matter of time before it went out. But he went, got a leak detector, you know, did all the whys and wherefores. I haven't heard from him. Sometimes I might need a leak detector. You know what I'm saying? You guys got a leak going on. I can't tell that from here, but might need a leak detector. So it looks a lot better than what it did when we started, huh? Still a little bit. But it looks better. 409, baby. But yeah, leak detector. I'm dealing with a refrigerator right now. I've been dealing with it for like last 3 weeks. Putting gas in it, leak out, gas in it. And I'm doing it the wrong way, but I'm a novice. But I'm figuring it out. You know, I had to buy a leak detector. I had to buy certain type of liquids to go in there and tell me where the leak might be. I had to spend a lot of time with it, but it's worth it. But now that I know, I can disseminate that conversation to you guys and be like, listen, if all the electronic devices is working and your fridge just not getting cool, well, now you're going to have to get a hold of a bullet valve. Have to hook the bullet valve up to it in a pressure hose and grab some 134A and put that in it. But you got to make sure that's what it takes. So this is a compressor switch. This is what fails when a thunderstorm hits and your fridge isn't turning on and you hear that clicking in the back. That's what this is. It's a compressor switch. And how you test it is you put your voltmeter in here and you make sure it's a loop. So you put it on loop, and when you put your black and red into here, it should go beep. If it doesn't do that, this is no good. Now, a lot of times you can tell that this is no good by going like this. And if it's too clingy in there, it's broken. But this one's good. I can barely hear anything, so this one's good. Now your pressure, your switch doesn't come with this right here, so you're gonna need one of these too. Or just take this one off because it's probably good. So just a couple things for your refrigerators. And I talk about it so much because I like to save people money. I don't think people like to save money. I think people who have money say, I got money, let me just throw some money at it. But when you do that, sometimes you still have the problem. So you can go out and buy a $5,000 refrigerator, plug it in, it's broken. It's broken within 3 days. Cools right down. You're like, hey man, I just spent $5,000 on this. Next thing you know, the manufacturer, you call them because you got a warranty. Manufacturer sends out their guy, Maytag, Sears, whoever, Whirlpool. As soon as they send out their guy or female, because females are in it now, they go ahead and run all their tests. They figure out there's nothing wrong with the refrigerator. You're like, something's wrong. No, what's wrong? It's your electricity. You need an electrician to come out, and there's a good chance that your socket has a short. I've had that situation. Or you're not getting enough electricity. So you're supposed to get 120 to 124. You're getting 118, 114, 116. Your refrigerator will not continue to work. It won't. I've even seen 124, and the lady blew out 2 of my refrigerators because her heater, poof. Why? Because her electric was hooked up wrong. So she had the kitchen, the way the electricity was hooked up, the kitchen had an extra little room to it. That room was the laundry room. So as soon as she turned on her washer, or especially her dryer, which is 220, then you turn this on and you turn all that other stuff on, bang, blowing it right out. So letting you guys know, if you're going through these problems, you're having these issues, a lot of it is fixable. A lot of it is, only time it's not fixable is when you need a torch. So if you're going through one of those issues where you need a torch, meaning you need to take something off, or, you need to take something off, or your compressor goes out, or your condenser goes out, or it gets clogged up, now you need a torch. And some know-how. If you don't have any one of those, now you're taking a risk. Because you might have to flush your system. You're going to need a couple different types of gases. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly. You're going to have to heat a torch up, cut that metal, you're going to need a new Schrader valve. You're going to need a new, depends on what it is. You're going to have to, if you need a compressor, you also going to need to reprogram the system. You're also going to have to flush the system to make sure there's no dirt inside of it. There's chemicals that come off of the pipes themselves that can clog your system and cause it to be slow. There's the gas that you use. If you're using 134, 134 is different than 600 RA. Then you got 1234A, and you got 420, but 420 is for your AC units. So you might have issues with the gas itself, and while the gas isn't getting around, so you may have to have somebody come over and take all the gas out of it, and there's a way to do it and save the gas. And once they take it all out, then they have to put another gas into it, flush your whole system out, then seal your system, then put your gas back into it and hope that works. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So you can go from having a $40, $50 job to a $450 job in a matter of 15, 20 seconds. As soon as they do a couple things, or they could just look at it. They take the back of that off of there, they look at your condenser, and they see that one part is frosted up, you're in trouble. They're gonna look and see that one part's frosted up and all the liquid is stopping right there, and there's none getting down there. That means there's a leak somewhere in the system. You're gonna have to find it and seal it, and that's a real bear, And you can use all kind of stuff to seal it. There's a leak sealing in Freon. You can use that. Then I just sealed a system with a system using JB Weld. I sealed it, sealed a hole. You can also seal a system. If you can find a hole, you can seal a system with, see if somebody's saying anything. Oh, everybody's gone. Okay. Everybody's gone. Nobody wants to hang out with the old man talking about refrigerators. Fristigators. It's not sexy talk. It's not sexy. It's not. Save you a couple dollars, but it's not sexy. I get it. I wants to hang out with the old man. Old man, on a Saturday. What you talking, old man? I'm gonna go get some chicken. Talk to my lady. See what she talking about. See if she gonna fry me some chicken. I'm gonna go talk to my woman. See if she gonna fry me some chicken, old man. Go get some chicken, brother. I hope she got plenty of chicken. Yeah. Thorough cleaning. Thorough cleaning. Make my customer happy. Yeah. You keep a fridge in storage and you don't clean it, you're gonna have all kind of problems. Mold. Sometimes I just come in and just spray it down. I'll just come in and go and let the liquids do their battling. Let the liquids fight it out. Good exercise though. Yeah, sometimes I let the chemicals fight it out. See all this? Mold to get back here. Yeah, see that? Mold to get back here and claim all this. Look at this. See that? Mold to claim all that. You have a whole forest in here. Some of y'all got mold in your refrigerator, you don't even know it. And y'all ain't dirty, y'all clean, but y'all got it's in there. Y'all don't know it's in there. Y'all don't know it's in there. I know it's in there because I know where to look. I know where to look. Friginator. Turn old boy on here. It's almost peanut butter jelly time. Put her back together. Let the Mexicans come get it. Let the Mexicans. Yeah. Great customers. Great customers. Sometimes I don't like haggling. Some of them want to haggle. It's like, I don't want to haggle. But it's part of the game. Yeah. Some of them want to haggle. You're like, Jorge, I want to haggle, Jorge. Nah, come on. I want 151.25. Come on, Jorge. I don't want to haggle. 1.25. All right, 125. Yeah. Like the guy who's coming to get this, I told him how much I wanted for it. If he gets here and says something different, I'm not even gonna deal with him. I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna take pictures, post it. Somebody's gonna come get it. Why? Because it's a stainless steel. And I give him a 2-week warranty. So if he goes 200, I'm like, no. He'll do it with a smile on his face, but I'll be like, nah, because you're making a habit of coming here with with not enough money, and it's pissing me off. You come here aiming to beat me, I don't like that. So you come here with the right money, and they'll straight up lie to you. I don't have no money, or I don't have that much, and they pull their money out. When you agree, they'll pull out a whole wad of money. You lying to me, B. All right, so this is refrigerator clean. One of them wives are going to get a hold of it and clean it up better, because that's what those wives do. That's what they do, man. Wife will look at this. This is not clean. Not clean. And those wives will get to it. I had one lady come with her husband. I said, it's a little dirty. He said, and the wife, who didn't say nothing the whole time, she said, well, that's what I'm here for. I said, well, get She made it plain. Don't you worry about that. You two make a deal. And I like that. I was like, all right, wife. She's like, don't you worry your little pretty head about it being dirty. Now, we just need a refrigerator. You leave the rest to me. That's my job. I said, okay. She chimed right in. And the husband, he ain't said one thing. He like, damn right. My baby get in here. My woman to get in here, clean this whole damn thing up. She know I'm gonna head out and get this work. She already know I'm heading out. I ain't gotta tell her. She know I'm heading out. Get this work. So I've dealt with husband and wife before. Every now and then you'll deal with a irate woman who will try to get in on the negotiation. And what she'll try to do is lower the price and mess up the whole thing. Not unless she's the one negotiating. So I'm like, if your husband starts off the negotiation and you're standing beside him, let him negotiate. Because as soon as you open up your mouth, you're going to knock off whatever he's trying to do. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because he might have me at, $60, $70 less. And I might be going, you know what? Shoot, if I can get so-and-so out of you, I'll take $70 less. And then here you come, hop up out the car, start griping. Get the man, the boo-boo. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to call the whole thing off. And I'm not going to care. I'm not going to give man one damn. I'm going to say, you know what? You're absolutely right, ma'am. And then I'm going to raise the price back up. And I said, then I'm going to say, you take this or you leave it. And he's going to look at you. And if you guys are really in need, you just cost that man some money. And it happens. It happens. It's like, let him cook. If you're not in it from the beginning, don't say anything. Don't. But if you're in it from the beginning and you're part of the process, come on with it. Got something to say? You're part of the process, ladies. Okay, fine. What's your opinion? Because I'm going to tell you, the majority of time, when a deal is done, when a deal is canceled, it's because of the woman. She'll come right out of nowhere. She'll have no idea what she's talking about. And then boom, the whole thing is messed up because what's happening between the seller and the buyer is there's a relationship. And the seller is trying to establish a relationship that's going to make it so the buyer will come back or tell somebody else about the transaction. But if you mess the whole thing up and the buyer thinks he's getting taken, he's going to be like, I don't want to deal with y'all. I don't want to deal with that woman. And you're not going to go against her because you live with her. But I'm like, I don't live with her. You have to deal with that. I don't. So ladies, if you're not a part of the negotiation from the jump, don't get out of the car and then start coming into somebody's shop and going to take it over, because you're not. You're going to ruin the whole thing. And the men who are trying to set up a good relationship with each other, that relationship's going to fall apart because the man who isn't your husband doesn't want to deal with you. And he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to deal with you. You mean nothing. You mean absolutely nothing once you leave here. Absolutely. He's not going to think about you again. He doesn't care about your opinion. You mean zilch. Your word means nothing. You have no power at all. So let your man cook or get into the conversation from the beginning. Once you do that, me as the seller, shoot, now I know I got two people to deal with. And the wife is the one who's really going to finalize everything. Listen, there are people who get rid of their whole kitchen cabinets, everything, within 1 year of buying $8,000-9,000 worth. Remodeled the whole kitchen. The wife will walk in one day and say, I don't like none of this. Get rid of it. You know what that husband will do? He'll say, fine. He will get rid of it. They'll take their ass down to Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and she'll see the newest, greatest, latest, and she'll say, I want this. And that man will throw his card down, boom, and set up a whole new kitchen. Lowe's will come out and tear that thing and put it back up. In a couple days, that lady will have a whole new kitchen. And you know what? There'll be no arguments. It'll be quiet. That man will get his food. He'll go to work and he'll pay off that $10,000 in a very short time. He'll pay it off. He'll do it. He'll do it. Why? Because she's happy. She's at home. She's cooking. His food isn't poisoned. She's happy. And I know this happens because the guys who go and pick up those refrigerators, who are actually delivering the new ones, they sell them to me. They sell the old ones to me. I'm going to tell you, one time they brought me a refrigerator, beautiful 4-door, beautiful. They said, look, man, we want a little bit more money for this one. I gave them what they wanted. I posted it the next day. Some guys came and bought it for the price that I sold it for. I made 4 times what I paid for. Just like that. Boom. Never heard from them again. Didn't have to. That wife She was like, That's what she said. She went she went in the kitchen, she looked at it and said, And her husband said, what? She said, He looked around, he was like, And that was the end of the conversation. That was the end of the conversation. That's it. She just went in and, honey. She's like, He's like, no problem. No problem, honey. I'll get right on that. Yes, dear. He got right on it. He got right on it. And they're still together today. Living in a big ass 4-bedroom, paying college tuition to the 3 kids. Because he got to live with her. You ain't got to live with her. He got to live with her. And men always throw their wives in there when they're negotiating on the internet. My wife doesn't like the price. Let me see what my wife has to say about it. And sometimes they won't call you back because they want you to go, oh, okay, I'll drop the price. And like, go ahead. Your wife doesn't mean nothing to me. Let me see what my wife has to say. Call your wife. I don't care. I sell refrigerators. Everybody needs one. You think your wife is going to stop the sale of this refrigerator? You are sorely mistaken. All she's going to do is cost you money because you're going to go buy from somebody else off the internet. That refrigerator, might not come with a warranty. This one does. And good luck to you, sir. But telling me that you need to talk to your wife or see what your wife says to see if I'm going to drop the price, I could care less. I never respond. Whenever somebody says, I need to talk to my wife, I never respond. Never. Because I don't care what your wife has to say. Not unless the wife is, if she's the one negotiating, I'm with it. I'm like, let's go, Molly. Malls. Molly will negotiate with you in a heartbeat. I'm like, who am I talking to, the husband or wife? And she goes, you're talking to me. I'm the wife. And I'll negotiate with the wife. It's a little bit different because they're not, like they know what they want, but they don't know what they want. Like, I know I want a new refrigerator, but the ins and outs of refrigerators I'm not aware of. I just know I wanted to do this, that, and the third. So, it's sometimes negotiating with the wife takes a little bit of extra. But here's the thing about talking to the wife. Oh, dude, here's the thing about talking to the wife. If the wife agrees, if that wife is negotiating with you and that husband nowhere near the conversation, he don't know what's going on, and that wife says, this is what I want, it's a done deal. There's no more negotiating. She's coming to get it. Let me see what old boy has to say. Sorry, I'm on my way. Okay. Tell him I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, that's good stuff right there. So my client, on their way, this is pretty much doable. I'm gonna just tighten it up a little bit. Tighten it up. The Jorge's, the Mayans. Yeah, I like dealing with them. As long as they ain't trying to beat me. As soon as they try to beat me, I got a problem. I got a problem. Yeah. Clean your refrigerators. I got to go home and clean my refrigerator, actually. You see? Some of y'all got mold in your refrigerator. You want to know where it's at? Right here. See? Dirt hides right here between the glass. This glass doesn't come out. So you got joints, germs that hide there. And they're hard to get out. You might have to take a toothpick or something and run it alongside of there. See how dirty these are? See how dirty this is? If you don't know, mold can grow inside of, 40 degrees? Hell, some mold can grow in even temperatures lower than that. Your refrigerator is in between 36, this is the refrigerator, not the freezer, and 41 degrees normally, 41, 42. It oscillates between the two, especially if you have a newer fridge. So your thermostat tells your refrigerator when it's to when to cut on a compressor to add more Freon to cool the temperature down. So it'll jump up to 41, 42. If you set your refrigerator at about 40, 43, boom, your compressor kicks on, psh, cools the whole thing down. It's going to drop it down to about 38. Boom, it's going to, within a couple hours or whatever, same thing happens again. That's the way refrigerators work. But because you pack your refrigerator with so much food and you clog up the fan matter in the back, your refrigerator is not circulating. The air is not circulating the way it should. Once that happens, you can't get your refrigerator to reach the temperature that it should as easily as it should. So what you're doing is you're overworking your refrigerator, and you don't even know you're doing it. You have no idea that you're doing it. Why? Because you don't mess with refrigerators. So what you're doing is you're straining your system because you're packing it with food, and the fan can't circulate and get all that air to do what it needs to. And because it can't do that, you strain the system, your compressor constantly kicks on and off. Next thing you know, refrigerator's dead. What happened? The compressor's dead. Or your switch went out or something. Why? Because you packed it with food. It's packed with food. Just, you probably need a bigger refrigerator. You packed it with food, and now the food is clogging up the whole system, straining the compressor. Boom, the compressor goes out. Now you need a new refrigerator. And all you had to do was just make a little room. Just make a little room, just a little bit. Make a little room in your refrigerator. Just move stuff around, give that fan some clearing. The air come through there, keeps your temperature cool. You don't do it, you're gonna need a new refrigerator. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. And you don't care because you think it's a machine. It's a machine. All right. Well, I hope you got $500-600 sitting around. Because now you're gonna need a new one or a used one, or you're gonna need somebody to come and fix it. Hell, just for a conversation, people are charging for that. I charge what, $40-50 just for you to explain it to me. Hell, I'm trying to go to Bob Evans and get a cost me $15. Go to Bob Evans. Shoot, if I can get some free, is absolutely right. You got people who don't even want to do that. Oh, you gonna charge me? I don't even talk to them after that. As soon as somebody says that, you gonna charge me? I'll be like, you know what? You have a good day. You figure it out on your own. And as soon as you call the manufacturer and they tell you that that warranty is no good, then you say, how much would it cost to come out? And you're like, oh, I need to call Tone. Let me call Tone because, woo, what? Just to stop by 150? That's just to diagnose. 150, 200 to diagnose. $600 and then it fails again. $600, the fridge fails again. You're like, God damn. Yeah, you better call me. Better call Tone and shut up about it and be happy. Give me that little 50, 60 bucks with a smile on your face. So I can sit there for an hour, diagnose, tell you what parts to buy, and then show you how to put it in yourself. That's what's going to happen. Tell you exactly what to do. Go do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. Problem solved. All for the price of what? Bob Evans and some tea? I can't get no Bob Evans. Y'all ain't right. See, that's what's wrong with the world today. I can't get no Bob Evans out of y'all. Ain't no love in the game. I get some love. I can't get no love. I can't get no love out of y'all. I get some Bob Evans. Little Bob. I can't get a sandwich. Ooh. Especially some of y'all women folk, y'all be wondering, you should just do it because I'm a woman. What's that got to do with me? I'm a girl. You got money. Y'all done took up all the jobs. Yeah, you got money. Sitting up there working at the State House, laughing at me because I'm out in the cold. Yeah, you gonna pay me. You gonna pay me right today. Pay me, sister. You gonna pay me today, ma'am. You ain't got no job, Brookie. Okay. Refrigerator broke down. Can I get a discount? Nope. Nope. You want the new fridge in your house and the old one taken out? You want me to do it? You gonna pay me. Yeah, you gonna pay me. And I gotta take the new fridge up a flight of stairs? And you got a 3-door? And you ain't, and I can't. I got to do that by my damn. Let me explain something to you. A 3-door Whirlpool KitchenAid, 35 wide, 70 tall, 32 deep. It's 320 pounds. Drink that in. Drink that in. A French door like this one is 280. 280 pounds, this refrigerator right here. A top freezer is 220 pounds. Yeah, just go ahead and slurp that in before you don't want to pay me delivery. Yeah. You and your uncle, go call your uncle, call your boyfriend and your uncles. They can wrestle with it. I'll drop this thing off I'll drop this thing right off in your front yard. Go call your uncles. They don't want to deal with it either because it's heavy. It's heavy. Refrigerators are heavy. Can you just, no. Pay me. Give me my little $60, $70. I'll get it in the house. Nope. Goodbye. Pay me. Yeah. That ain't right, bro. That ain't right. Gotta be careful with this. Pay me. You should just do it because I'm doing nothing. It's my money at. Got me up here struggling. Looking good, ain't it? Got me up here struggling with a fridge. Pay me. See if old boy hit me up. Not yet. Yeah, pay me. I'll do it. So you know how I deliver those up a flight of stairs? I got a damn good dolly somebody gave to me. I don't even know who gave it to me. They just left it outside of my door one day. Hell, it's almost brand new. I thank the Lord for that. I tie on my belt. Yeah. I put that belt on, baby. Yeah. Once I put that belt on, I strap that fridge down. Oh, yeah. I get a good lean into it. Now, I don't think I can get it. Sometimes, sometimes I can't get it. I gotta take it apart. So what I do, sometimes what yeah. Come on, Chris. Like that. So what I have to do for the 3 doors is you gotta take them apart, right? Here's the smuts. So you gotta take the front, gotta take the doors off, the 2 side doors, bottom door off. Once you take that off, it gets significantly lighter. Take all the glass out of it, strap it on. Boom! Boom! Oh yeah! Boom! Oh yeah! Yeah! You get that refrigerator up them stairs, huh? Get that money. How you do it? You gotta take it apart. Because if you don't take it apart, it's gonna be too heavy. And if you can't do it like that, then you have to take the fridge. You have to lay down something nice right on the stairs. Have to lay it down real nice. Woo! You gotta lay it down nice. You gotta lay it down. You gotta lay down something real soft, real nice. Oh yeah! Then you got to lean the fridge on its, probably on its side. Got to lean it on its side, and then you have to push it up. Then you have to lean it, rock it to the next stair, push it, until it hits the top stairs. That is a hard way to go. But if you can't, hey, if you're by yourself, that's what you gotta do. You lean it, rock with it, lean it, rock with it. Once you get it there, then you stand it up. Bam. Once you stand it up, that's it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go. It's nice talking to y'all. Peace.